From young, many men were fed flawed advice on love and appeal. They were taught if they spoke sweetly, bought gifts on time, or became the model women desired, they'd surely be loved. Yet reality's the total reverse, and this is your wake-up call. The brutal truth: women aren't drawn to men craving love to the point of losing themselves. They're not appealed by desperate attempts to please. They don't pick those always seeking approval or those who beg for love by endless sacrifice. They choose men with a special energy, confidence, poise, and clear personal worth. Those are the KGS who know themselves and need no approval to feel whole. If you've wondered why she left, why she chose another despite you doing everything right, now's time to re-examine from the root. Affection isn't a reward for the hardest trier. Appeal can't be bargained, can't be forced by words, gifts, or patience. It's women's instinctive response to your genuine radiated value, and that worth isn't from feigning coldness or playing guessing games. The appealing man isn't one playing silent treatment to intrigue women. Conversely, such men are just fakes, and smart women fully see through it. True unavailability isn't lack of care, but independence. It's having your own life, clear goals, and affection's a supplement, not your life's core. If you're still awaiting women to validate your worth before believing you're worthy, you're on the wrong track. Stop. Time to rebuild yourself. Because real appeal doesn't start by conquering her, but by first mastering yourself. When you exude stability, self-respect, and live with passion, women won't just want you, they'll fear losing you. Appeal isn't from role-playing, it stems from the very worth you live daily. A key misunderstanding making men fail in romance is the flawed notion of unavailability. They hear women like hard-to-get types, so they act cold, silent, sometimes even uncaring, hoping it'll make women crave them more. But the truth, such fake unavailability isn't appealing, it's counterproductive. That's not attraction, it's a childish game. The man truly attracting women isn't one playing disappearing acts, but one with his own identity, unwilling to trade himself to be loved. He doesn't seek validation from women, doesn't change to fit anyone's expectations. Instead, he focuses on building a meaningful, principled life, living by his values. A major mistake men often make is thinking appeal can be negotiated. They believe if they do enough good, are persistent enough, sacrifice enough, women will reciprocate. But no, appeal's an instinct, and women's instincts always lean towards inner strength, not efforts to cling. Strength here isn't just muscles or dominance, it's the strength of self-awareness, self-respect, of not accepting disrespect, not letting oneself be treated badly just because she's pretty. It's the ability to stand firm facing challenges, holding ground when emotionally tested, while staying calm and humane. Ask yourself a simple question: do I respect myself? If you're yielding everything to please someone, changing thoughts, habits, interests, just fearing abandonment, you're putting yourself in a weak spot. And in love, the weak one's always doubted, not loved. Women are drawn to men who don't need them to feel complete, but choose them because they're truly right. That man doesn't fear losing her because he knows he's always valuable, and if not her, another woman will see it. When you live as a truly worthy man, you needn't chase women, they'll come and stay, because they see in you what they don't find in others: stability, confidence, and irreplaceability. Worth doesn't come from your chasing, it comes from the person you become. A major mistake many men make in romance is the must-chase-to-be-loved mindset. They act as if women are a prize, a destination, while they're just candidates striving for acceptance. This very mindset makes them less appealing. Because when you chase someone, you're putting yourself in a weak position and sending a dangerous message. She's valuable, and I'm trying to be worthy. But here's a simple psychological truth few grasp. Value doesn't flow to the pleader, but always to the one showing true worth. When you become a man with direction, discipline, knowing what you want and pursuing it not for others' approval, you no longer need to be chosen, because you're the one choosing. Women aren't drawn to flattery or excessive care. They're drawn to a man who doesn't need them to feel whole, yet appreciates the relationship if it fits. When you know your worth, you needn't try to sell yourself to impress you. Just live by your values and let women feel it. Appeal isn't from proving yourself. It stems from unpretentious confidence, a purposeful lifestyle, from not crumbling under gazes or rejection. The man making women crave him isn't one always chasing them, but one making them wonder if they're worthy enough to be by his side. Don't try to be who you think she wants. Be the best version of yourself. And then the right person will appear, not because you chase them, but because you've become someone they don't want to lose. True appeal starts from within, from emotional strength. On the path to becoming an appealing and reliable man, a factor often misunderstood or fully ignored is emotional strength. Many mistakenly think to attract women, they must become tough to the point of coldness, or conversely, overshare to show vulnerability. But the truth lies in between it's the ability to control emotions and behave calmly in all situations. Women aren't drawn to men who always must prove their strength, nor appealed by those always showing weakness uncontrollably. They seek a man who knows how to feel but isn't ruled by emotions, one who can stand firm in storms, not with coldness, but with calmness and steadfastness. The ability to regulate emotions or emotional intelligence is a sign of a truly mature man. He doesn't let anger, fear, or insecurity control his actions. He can face conflict without getting heated, can listen without reacting impulsively, and can express personal needs clearly without imposing or avoiding. This is crucial because women instinctively always seek someone who can be a companion when life gets tough. They want someone reliable not just financially or physically, but also emotionally. The man who stays calm under stress, who doesn't panic under pressure, is the one they feel safe with. Remember, true strength isn't being emotionless, but daring to face emotions without being controlled by them. It's the ability to say, "I'm worried" from a stable place, instead of whining or demanding others soothe you. The emotionally strong man won't just be appealing initially. He'll become the solid pillar a woman wants long-term, not because of words or looks, but because of the deep security and connection he brings. Self-development isn't a choice, it's a must if you want to be truly appealing. There's an undeniable truth. You can't fake value, you must truly become valuable. Most men today are stuck in the loop of seeking validation from women, forgetting a core thing. Women aren't drawn to those trying to please them, but to those who naturally exude appeal without needing to. That's precisely why self-development physically, intellectually, and spiritually isn't just a good thing, but a must if you want respect and to attract a worthy woman. Every skill you learn, every good habit you build, every step forward you take is an affirmation to the world and yourself that you're evolving, you're worthy. Women are more perceptive than you think. They easily see who's truly purposeful and disciplined, and who's just putting on a show. The appealing man isn't one who just talks well or looks good, but one with depth, discipline, and lives with purpose. Whether or not women are around, he lives his life fully. Stop asking, "How do I make her choose me?" And instead, "Have I become the man worthy of someone?" When you stop trying to convince women and start focusing on building personal value, everything will change. She doesn't choose you because you text on time or know sweet talk. She chooses you because you radiate a solid masculine energy only gained when you truly love yourself, have direction, and know your worth. True appeal isn't a goal. It's a natural result of living by your own potential. When you invest in intellect, health, life skills, and emotional understanding, you don't just improve your love life, you upgrade your whole life. Genuine appeal comes from emotional stability, not from coldness or weakness. In today's dating world, many men are stuck between two extremes, either trying to seem strong, cold to the point of emotionless, or becoming too open to the point of uncontrolled insecurity. Neither is the solution, nor what women truly desire. Lasting appeal stems from emotional strength, an inner steadiness, not easily swayed by external changes. It's not faking it till you make it, or suppressing emotions, but the ability to identify and manage emotions proactively, not letting them control behavior or losing self-control. Women, instinctively, are always drawn to a man who can stay calm in challenges. Why? Because for millennia of evolution, their and their children's survival depended on picking the right man able to lead and cope when life got tough. Emotional stability signals you can do that. The appealing man isn't fearless, but one who knows fear yet handles situations calmly, with integrity. He doesn't explode in anger, doesn't panic under pressure, nor needs constant reassurance from others to feel safe. More importantly, this man doesn't avoid emotions, but dares to face them consciously. He can say, "I'm not okay," but not from a weak or pleading stance. Instead, it's a sharing from solid inner strength, making women feel trust and respect. This is why bad boys might have initial appeal, but soon fail in long-term relationships. They may seem confident, but inside is instability, lack of control, even unhealed wounds. Meanwhile, the truly long-term appealing man has done the inner work, knows himself, knows his needs, controls emotions well, and can connect genuinely without losing himself. Emotional strength also shows in your ability to set healthy boundaries, communicate clearly, and listen without rushing to fix or making yourself the story's center. It's the ability to show affection, care, and understanding without becoming dependent. Ultimately, developing emotionally doesn't just make you more appealing to women, it helps you become a better man in all areas: work, friends, family, and most importantly, within yourself. Self-development, the core of true appeal. In the quest for appeal and romantic success, many men still err by focusing on tricks, from how to talk, looks, to pursuit tactics. But the truth is, real appeal doesn't come from what you do to impress, but from the person you've become. The biggest difference between a man who must chase and one who is chased lies in inner value. That value isn't something you can fake. It's formed by proactively building yourself, honing skills, pursuing a meaningful career, living with discipline, and knowing who you are, what you want. Appealing men don't try to prove anything to women because they know their worth. They don't cling to others' approval because they've accepted themselves first. This creates a natural aura that inexplicably draws women in. Instead of trying to make her choose you, ask, "Am I the kind of man women want to be with?" When you focus on real development physically, intellectually, and emotionally, you not only become more appealing but also more free. Free from dependence, from fear of rejection, from having to play a role. Appeal isn't a goal, it's a consequence, and it will come naturally when you commit to living better each day, not to be loved, but because you know you deserve better.